not adventuring. We live there. The group lives there, and we do. He is sort of a artifact collector, sort of a guy, and so we do some treasure hunting. We've gotten into some adventures because of it.
No trouble.
Some trouble because of it.
Yes.
Anyway, his son,
Chocolate.
Charlie Wyndam, is with us on this trip. He was doing business with a woman who you wouldn't say that she's an organized criminal boss, but we're in a city called Old Brunswick, and the city is kind of renowned for some less reputable entertainment like gambling and brothels and weird, shows and stuff. Cirque du Soleil, maybe.
Cirque du Soleil.
I knew it like that.
And she is got her hand in all of it.
I didn't.
She's not. She's not known to be brutal or extremely crooked or anything, but she is involved in all of these sort of somewhat shady entertainment ventures, and she is very. She'll kind of do what needs to be done to protect her interests.
A little bit of fun. Are we boring?
As being a person that has worked for her, I'm guessing.
You did work for her, and then more recently you've decided that you were going to become freelance, and mostly you chose that. You didn't leave on bad terms. You mostly chose that because you didn't love having like a boss per se.
I like being my own.
A little, not that you won't do it. You just were kind of done with it for a while.
I get to choose where I work and what I do.
You prefer that for now, and you're branching out a little bit.
How's that going?
Switching over to fighter from warlock.
Fighter from fighter.
Yeah. So we're here. We came with Max's son Charlie, and he had some business to do with Mama Wolf. We went to that meeting, and her estate was attacked. And it turned out that it appears that the person who attacked had help from somebody in Mama's ranks because some of her employees turned on her during the attack. And this group helped to fight off the attackers and ultimately kill the ones that we saw. We didn't take any prisoners. So
I wanted to take prisoners.
So that fight just ended. That was the end of our last. We are also on this excursion we have been tasked with going to this encampment of green Dragonborn and trying to get some ancient rings from them. They don't know we're coming. There's no arranged meeting. They're a little protective of their land. The area of the continent that we're in is kind of, it's marshy, swampy in some areas.
Perfect for a cat.
It's south. On this continent, it's south. So, yeah.
Perfect for a feline.
Anybody have questions on where we are, what we're doing, what our goals, missions, feelings, everything are?
So, in time, we just drank together, right, and we left, or
So we stopped
right at the end of
the end of that battle.
We're still with Mama, right?
We
haven't talked to
nothing
her.
else has happened. Like the dust has not even settled from that fight.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm gonna build Mama a coffin.
She's fine.
Shout out to Old Gods of Appalachia.
Oh yeah,
we remember we just discovered the shocker move for her.
I don't know. So we have
The
we taken damage?
shocker move.
Or did we just obliterate everything? We didn't take damage, did we? I feel like it went real long.
Some
for
people
us.
did.
I took heavy damage.
I
There was
did
like
not.
what, 2 of us in that room and a bunch of baddies.
Yeah, so you guys were actually... So the groups of people were actually separated.
Yeah.
So Mittens... Who was in the meeting with Mittens?
It was the two of us and
But
I was in there too.
the druid.
So the
But
three of you were in there.
But I got out of that there to fight eventually. I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this
So
is
did
where
I.
you started, and then Gwen and Gimbal and was Rhea also outside?
She was outside.
Just
She was-
Dia, no Rhea.
So
Hey Justin.
so those people were outside of the meeting room, and the people that were outside of the meeting room saw this big white dragonborn come walking down the hall. There was a confrontation, and it was pretty evident. Like, Gimbal knew who this guy was, and he was affiliated with another criminal. so to
Another
speak.
syndicate? Another...
Yeah,
Another
I mean,
business owner.
Yeah, yeah, that's
much less reputable than Momoite.
Heavily sus.
But he's dead. The other attackers are dead.
The elf is dead.
Yep, everybody's dead. And one of Mama White's guys, who was guarding the door to the meeting room, attacked you guys, so he was
Cool.
definitely in on
Read
the
chat.
scheme.
Can you read that, Mark?
No, what does it say?
It says, I didn't know DM stood for Daddy Mark.
Who said that?
Nick Fanchan.
Oh, of course.
What's up, Fanchan?
So,
You should show off your ears, pal. Can't see them on
Now,
got them kitty ears for his
I
tabaxi.
am a
character.
tabaxi, not a
furry.
furry. Yep. That's the word.
Okay.
That's how up and up I am on the furry lingity. I'm also drinking Clearly Canadian, brought to you by our dear friends to the north.
Yeah, it's a
there. From
delight.
behind the wall.
It's a
And
delight.
1919 from America.
They're not.
Okay, so battle's
Officially
over.
sponsored.
No, they're not.
Some of Mama Wolf's other guys are kind of reacting to it, taking in the scene. Mama's taking in the scene. We are there. Charlie is there.
I'm just gonna go like do that cat thing where I kick dust on my shit. I'm gonna do it for the dead guy around me. Just like, done with you. I'm over it.
Did we kill the
Well,
guard
no,
of
don't
the
we have
Yes.
room too?
Yeah, we stopped everybody that was attacking us.
Wyndam's. The son was there.
Yes, Charlie. He's there.
See, he's there. What is he doing?
He's
Doing
He's
this.
trying not to look like he was hiding, but if you saw him, it's evident that he was hiding.
I probably want to go check on him that he is okay.
It's okay, kid.
Okay, so you're gonna go check on Charlie?
Yeah.
All right. So,
It was
I'm
scary.
a snick.
that was a close one.
You okay?
Yep, I didn't. Nobody
No?
attacked me.
Nothing? Okay, good.
Yep.
You
I'm
feel
gonna
okay?
He kind of checks his pants a little bit. He's fine.
I'm gonna boop him
Wonderful.
with my giant booper snoot.
How's Mama?
So Mama is. You hear her talking to one of her associates because there was another guy in the room that with you guys that also attacked, and she, he had her at knife point, and she was just like, stab, fight.
Beep them.
Yeah. So she's talking to one of her other associates, but you can hear her, and you don't know Mama very well, but you can tell that she's kind of pissed. And she's like in this mode of wanting to figure out if anybody else is sus.
So I'm gonna be like, hey, it looks like you need a new head of security. I am available for hire.
Well, we're going to have to talk later about that. You understand, I have some business that I need to attend to.
Oh, I understand. I feel you. I'm just saying. I got your back.
And so she looks over at Charlie and she's like, Charlie, we're agreed on our business. We can put the bow on this tomorrow.
Glad to see you're all right, Mama.
That's I'm glad to
First
be
I've
all right.
heard Gimbal talk.
Probably should have paid you more. Is what I probably should have done.
That would have been a good possibility. I probably would have been around a little longer.
We'll see what we can. We'll see what we can figure out. So they are starting to. She's kind of giving instructions to some of her guys to like go and check on different people, and you know, you guys don't know her entire organization, so
Yeah.
she's suspicious of some stuff and wants to start investigating it. So she's kind of ironing that out right now with some different people.
So I guess we're all done for the day then, huh?
Yeah. So
Was there anyone that I would have probably known that might have been a suspicious thought that was not here in this building?
that was not in the building.
That was not, like, killed already?
Why don't you give me a insight, maybe?
Alright.
It's a good number.
That's going to be a no. That's a nat 1. Nat 1.
No. You have people that you know have had
Some dealings with.
level of difference or thoughts about, but you know what? You don't need to care about that anymore.
That's true. I don't work here no more.
So,
Fuck 'em.
so you're not thinking about that.
I've got new people that are paying me.
That's right. And a lot, amazingly, a lot they're paying you. They're
Paying
paying you
me a lot.
500 gold a day.
Oh my golly!
That's how much did we agree
It
on?
was that much.
I don't think it was.
What did
that
we
much.
agree
It
on?
was a lot.
What was our agreement?
It was like 150
Remember that
or
endless
something?
supply of gold?
Well, it was 500 for the big chick and the dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 150 a day or something.
I thought it was like 3 gold pieces a day.
That is
No.
not
No.
what it was.
No,
It
no.
was
It
still.
was-
I would still be working with Big Mama if it was 3 gold a day.
It was more than 100. I think it was either 150 or 250.
We'll call it 150 a day. They're paying you a lot. This is day one.
And you were worth every shilling.
Yes. You hellish rebuked the shit out of a couple people.
Yeah,
You mark this down somewhere on this paper saying I get paid $150 a day.
Is there anywhere we can go like rest?
Yep. So, you have options. Mama will offer you rooms in her
Pegasus.
estate. Huh?
Pegasus.
That's not here. Mama will. The Pegasus is a whole story. It was a very hoity-toity hotel that Arya stayed in and was way too expensive.
Yet, all the wine and tea she could ever love was
Just
right
the
there.
wine. No
Just the
tea.
wine. Yeah. So Mama will let you stay at the estate if you would like. Otherwise, you can go to one of the inns in town. That's kind of your guys' decision what you'd like to do.
Tree. I vote tree.
And Charlie is taking your advice on this because he is expecting. He's not saying it because he's trying to have it together, but he's expecting you guys to protect him.
I mean,
Oh,
that's why
obviously.
we were
Well,
there.
I think we should probably stay in a neutral location.
That's why.
I'll go over to the.
Well,
I'll
because
go
there's
over to
people
that
trying
Charlie,
to kill
you said his
Mama.
name
I don't
was?
want to get
Charlie?
stabbed in my
Yeah,
sleep.
like, don't worry, darling.
Probably.
Just stay around me and you'll be just fine.
We have Persephone.
I believe you.
Persephone too,
I
if you
believe
want.
you.
Is Persephone 2 with us?
Persephone 2 is dismantled at the
Persephone
Wyndam estate.
2. So Gwen has a little mechanical bird
Right here.
that he named Persephone.
And Kyle.
Oh yeah. So Mittens.
It's a story for them.
Mittens is wearing this armor that is highly multicolored, like purple
Very
and pink
flamboyant.
and orange and yellow.
Hey, Cookie, how you doing, man?
It's very garish.
And Mittens decided to make Persephone 2. That's way bigger.
Yeah.
To mess with
And,
Gwen.
and,
But that one's not
and that one
together
actually
right now.
listens to Kamikaze.
But that one's not, that one is not put together right now.
But this
No.
one is not. Yeah.
Our monk, if you check our monk a little more closely, her hand and foot wraps, they have a chromatic glow to them. They shimmer a little bit.
They do things. We'll see.
So,
I guess you've seen.
yeah.
Technically,
They're
the
more
characters are
masturbatory than anything.
So,
seen.
uh,
Icy hot.
you guys are still in the position to choose what you would like to do.
Downward facing dog. Let's find a different place to stay.
A different place to stay.
So the choices
As
are.
much as I appreciate your hospitality, Mama, I think it's safer if we stay at a neutral site.
So, when thinking about where to go, it is important to remember that one of the key elements of this city is brothel, gambling, crazy entertainment type stuff. So, you can't really go to a not seedy part of town. Anywhere you go is going to have some of this element.
Let's just go to the brothel.
You can go to a regular inn.
I'm just debating not, like, I don't know that we want to stay with Mama's place just because if they get attacked again, we'll all be, caught with our pants down.
Or she might need our help.
I mean, I'm not God. You guys decide. Mittens is going to be like, I am God, though.
Mittens is.
You ain't no god.
Vince is not God.
Well, you
Vince
prayed to me.
is a goddess. What do you think?
I
Nothing,
like
nothing.
tree.
We're just playing some D&D at the hut. Cookie.
I think we should just accept the hospitality that was offered.
I'm kind of leaning that way.
This would be one of the safer places to be, and as I would know,
Yeah, that's what
As
I'm
a-
thinking.
as a former employee.
You can stay in the tree.
We could set up a
Outside.
tree in here. Oh, could we put it up in here? What we-
I mean, if you
Oh,
all would
yeah.
still like to travel around town, you can. It's just that here would be the safest place to hunker and bunker down.
Tree. I'm fine staying here. Mitty?
But I will say, after all this freaking infighting,
I will go against
Mittens.
my instinct and stay with the group that I know is wrong.
You can sleep at my feet if it makes you feel better.
I am your feet.
but I do know after all this infighting that happened today, I would love
Yeah,
me
see,
a
Cookie
drink.
gets it. I better to be caught with your pants on. at the
Love
brothel
you a
than something
drink.
else.
Oh, very good. So, are we agreed to stay at Mama Wolf's estate?
Yes.
So she has a section of rooms that right. You can tell that this is clearly an area of her home that is used. Like there are the servants that are there are like at the front door to the hallway. When you go in there, they're not in there. Like this is meant for her when she hosts like. So
Wyndam.
there's four rooms in there. They're all very nice.
I'm
And
gonna go
you guys can stay in them however you wish.
Can I go outside? Like, is there like a courtyard?
You can go outside if you want. Yep,
Outside.
she's got kind of a backyard.
The very first room
Yeah,
that
she
I
does.
encounter, I'm gonna walk into and just deem it mine. Whatever the first room would be.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her into that room. Pee on the bed.
Are you
Not
sure?
gonna do that. I'm not.
Okay.
So you're just gonna stay in one of the rooms by yourself.
Yeah, preferably. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I mean, if I can have a room for myself, we'll take the room for myself.
I'll stay with somebody that doesn't want me in there.
So
Everybody.
which of you has Charlie with you?
I'll have Charlie, or you can have Charlie. I mean,
I technically already told us that if you want to
Well,
stay safe,
I
get
feel
her
like one of
sitting
us
near
should
me.
have Charlie since none of us really know the new guy.
New girl, new gal.
that's right. I'll have Charlie.
You're gonna have Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great, the celibate one. That's the safest bet, I guess.
So 1, 2, 3. There's enough for everybody to have their own room, but Arya will have Charlie in hers. So of these 4 rooms, one of them is kind of the master. That's probably the one to take Charlie in.
Okay.
So
Is it like on the second or third or whatever
Thanks,
story?
okay.
I would like to like examine just like
I
the
think
exits.
they're all the hallway with the rooms is on the 3rd story. It's the
Okay,
high, it's
I
the
just want to
top.
look out the window and examine like the
What's up,
exits
John?
and the entrance to my room. Just to make-
Examine the entrance.
And if there's any other exits or entrances.
There's just
or...
windows.
I'm pretty sure we don't need to be paranoid. If we're gonna die here, we're gonna die here.
I'm still gonna check that.
You gonna lightning punch it to death?
I can.
So you're just checking it out.
Yeah, just check the down the window.
Checking
what
it
I
out.
can see and
Sure.
out the window and kind
Sure.
of.
Why don't you roll me an investigation? Or
Incestigation.
is that one of them?
Yeah, investigation
that
is
one.
A nat 1.
Yep.
Seems totally normal to you. No
The
problem at all.
safest room you've ever been in.
Nice.
Yep.
Safer than your mother's womb.
Oh,
Yeah, in fact, you feel
all the nat ones
you
right now.
you feel so safe in this room that
Oh
you don't even really care about what Charlie's doing. You're just like, no, I'm going straight to bed.
my god.
Gonna go poop and shower.
Yeah, you haven't felt this safe in a long time.
Oh,
It's good.
it's a good start.
Yeah.
I rolled bad.
What time of the day?
They're gonna hear, but before you doze off, they're gonna bring you a tray that has some tea and some
Tea.
wine.
Nice.
They heard you talking about it.
I'll drink some wine and then I'll finish
It's
off
late
the
in
tea.
the day, right?
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
I will have both in the order wine then tea.
They bring it to you. They heard you talking about it.
Okay. Wine and
I'm
then
just
tea.
gonna go to bed.
Going straight to bed.
Straight to bed, no fucking around.
Anybody else have any goals?
Whiskey.
I'm gonna do my ritual. I'm just gonna find the spell. So I have them.
Oh, you're gonna do your ritual thing?
Takes 8 hours, but I have nothing better to do.
Oh,
She's
Charlie's
a plant
got
lady,
cookies.
so I'm
Charlie's
gonna
gonna
get
go
the plants
for
very happy.
And so, what does the ritual do?
Just a sec.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
forget the name
you
of it.
know people here, so if you want, you can go mill around the estate and talk to people and get your booze. Yeah, they will give you all the whiskey you want. And they
Catch
have
up.
the good stuff.
Catch up with the few people. Oh, I know they have the good stuff here.
You probably know where the good stuff is.
Your wine is fantastic.
Wonderful. Pegasus fantastic or almost there?
Better.
Better?
Mhm.
I
Oh my
enriched the
gosh.
land. All plants within half a mile become enriched for a year. The plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested.
Wow. Wow.
She's a plant lady.
So
I'm
she
gonna
has-
make her happy.
So she has an immaculate apple tree in her backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already immaculate.
half a mile radius.
It just so happens to grow another one.
Yes, she does have she does have a very nice garden and trees around her estate and everything. So yes, this is the. I mean, she's probably got the most lush plot in the city.
It's gonna be even better.
Better.
Okay. So, anybody else have any goals, or are we trying to talk to anybody, or are we going to bed to move on to tomorrow?
Snooze, snooze, snooze.
What was Charlie meeting with Mama about again?
It's done. They had a business meeting.
Okay.
They got
Yeah.
enough of it done. The
So tomorrow we're gonna go try and find this green dragon horde.
Thing is, though, should we send them a message saying who we're with, so we just don't show up at their front door and piss them off?
Send the dragon born people a message.
Yes.
How would we do that?
A message place in town? I don't know. Is there
Because
some
the
postal service?
I had written down from the last time that the dragonborn we ran into said that. What did he say? Yeah, we have to meet requirements to make it in whenever we go meet them.
Yeah, but we should send them a message that we're coming, so we're just not like, hey, we're at your front door.
I'm just gonna like roll over and be like, I'm not coming. I'm just breathing heavy. Go back to sleep.
Are you guys all in the same room?
no, they're in their own room. Everybody's in their own room.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so fun fact, I can totally make us all just talk telepathically.
Yeah, we did that.
Telepathetically.
Yeah.
We did
Fee is definitely in her outdoors, which is not her.
Okay, then I guess I'll just wait.
We'll
till
have to
tomorrow and
text
talk about
the
this stuff.
according to Cookie.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna send a message, or are you gonna pursue that angle?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
born in the darkness.
I'm gonna talk to Mom and see if she has anything
Maybe
that she'd
doesn't
like
have
some
the
help
best
with right now.
charisma, but
She's gonna get back to you in a second.
actually, wait, I have animal messenger, so I can just send them a message.
The animal messenger will just
Yeah.
go to the place and
Yes.
tell them.
This is a homebrew campaign.
So you have to find an animal.
It's a spell.
Or so you just
Yeah.
create an animal.
Yeah, and it.
What kind of
should
animal
make
are you
a
creating?
fucking lion. It's the king of the jungle, man.
Lord. You have to make
It's
a
gonna.
bird.
It is. It's gonna be like a brightly colored parrot or something.
Yes!
Like stands out.
Just saying. How
A
exciting is
parrot
it?
Yes.
that stands out.
Yes.
A macaw.
Outstanding.
There.
Sure. That.
Outstanding. So you create this parrot.
You're gonna send it, and it's gonna.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
So they know the Wyndams, right? The Green Dragon people.
No, you don't think they know anything about anything.
Oh, fuck yeah, do a mouse.
They don't know anything about us.
We're representatives of the Wyndams. We want to talk to you to trade. We might be coming tomorrow. Look for an odd group of females.
That's what
Well,
you're sending?
there's one
Yes, she
Okay.
doesn't have good charisma, man.
Okay. So you give this message to this animal messenger, and the animal messenger takes off
Yep.
and heads in the direction of. Now, do you need to know specifically the location to send it?
That way.
That away.
First green dragonborn you see, stop and give him the message.
It's animal messenger.
Stops next door.
Ants in disguise.
Oh, maybe I see a bird. That's what I'd have to
When
do.
did my
Oh,
name get changed to
a
Karen
recipient
the
who
eighth?
matches a general
Oh,
description.
so long ago. Did you just
So I'm gonna
notice
say
that?
a
What?
green
He
dragon.
I just realized his name got changed to Karen the Late in the group
That was
chat.
like 4 months ago.
Okay, so
I played for 30 again.
so you just have to find a bird, and then you have
Mhm.
to tell them to find someone. So you're
A
gonna tell them a green
green-
dragonborn.
A green dragonborn out in the direction of the place.
Okay.
Meow.
So
Jumps
so
out a
so
window
you
and
and
tries
so
to
you
catch it.
do not manifest the animal. You have to find it.
Yes.
And is your goal to just find the first bird you see, or is your goal to find a specific type of bird?
It's the first bird.
First bird you see. So let's. I want to have some
As long
way
as
of
it's not an
deciding.
inside bird. Like, not like some little fin. It's like a decent sized bird. I don't know.
Not a sparrow.
Look, a nest!
I know, not-
All right. So here's what I want to do.
Do eggs count as birds?
No.
Here's
not
what I,
in this
here's
case.
what I
Kids
want
count
to
as
do.
birds.
I want to add a layer of challenge to this, and I'm not
That's
exactly
fine.
sure how to do it. So
That's
we're gonna. So
fine.
we're gonna do two. We're gonna do rolls for two different things,
Alright.
so that we have an axis to judge this on. So the first roll is gonna be on your animal handling.
Oh, okay.
A bird that plays poker.
19.
19. Okay.
I'm a
the,
druid. I should
the
be okay
second-
with that.
the second roll is gonna be just an intelligence roll with your whatever your bonus is.
Ruh-roh.
Hey, that's 18.
18. Okay. The first bird you see is, in fact, a brilliantly colored parrot, but it is definitely part of a circus act from a performer in town. So, you're smart enough to know that it's, a little risky to try to tell somebody's trained animal to go do this. But I will allow you to choose that animal if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so she's sending a trained circus parrot.
Amazing. Does it have a name?
So when you're explaining the message, I assume you have to explain
Yeah.
the message to the animal. It actually repeats the last word of each sentence that you say in
Oh my
almost
God.
perfect common.
Okay. Hey, this is a good
And then
bird.
it looks at you and it's like, bitch, and then it flies off.
Yeah, and
Your
it
mom's a
takes off.
hoe.
It takes off. So, yes,
Nice.
outstanding.
We should keep
And your
it.
animal handling was great, so it's going to go where you want it to go.
Fucking nailed it. It's gonna go find the first green thing it sees and report.
Green dragonborn out in the direction of the what?
So we're still
Very
the
good.
night- We're still
I'm
the
trying.
night.
This is that first night. What now?
It's still nighttime, right?
It's still that first night. She did this mission on her own.
Is
You
it-
guys have no idea she did it.
I'm dry humping my pillow.
Is it very late yet?
It's like 10.
I just want to take a walk around and see. Well, Mama says she has all this weird entertainment. Is she hosting any entertainment tonight?
No, she doesn't host it. It's just in the city.
Oh, okay.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
It's all over the city.
Fucking figure it
Okay, so how big is this? I guess is it a house we're staying at, and it can't.
It's like an estate. It's like a mansion.
Some Christmas with a bird.
I mean, the mansion she has is not as big as the Wyndam Estate mansion, but it's close.
Okay. Well, I'll just wait till daytime then to do my adventure.
Hey, leave the bird alone. It's a very good bird.
We don't know. It might be too smart for us to know if it's good or bad, but he'll do it.
It's a spell. It's kind
Okay.
of compelled.
So, anybody else do
compelled.
anything? You wanted to talk to Mom and see if she had any missions for you?
Yeah, see if she has anything that I can help her out with today.
Roll me persuasion.
Roll a
19.
seduction.
19. I mean, if you are that interested in having something to do, I certainly could.
I mean, more money's more money.
She's gonna open the
More
door to her
influence.
bedroom.
More, she already knows that I'm a good worker, so it doesn't matter.
So she fired you.
Well,
She didn't.
quit.
I quit. But still, having good
So, yeah.
friends in high places is always
So
nice.
there's a little bit of a back and forth conversation between the two of you about, well, you just left, and you're kind of like, yeah, but I really, I'd be willing to do a quick job. And
I mean, I'm here.
Blah, 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 sort of thing, right? So,
The rest of them look like they're gonna go all pass out. Might as well do something.
right. So she tells you.
Sipping on my one glass of whiskey.
So she tells you to go and talk, and it's an employee of hers that you know. His name is Bertrand. She tells you to go talk to Bertrand, and she wants you to try to figure out if Bertrand is in on this. She wants to know if Bertrand is taking money from the Calix family, who definitely sent the Dragonborns.
Set this shit up.
Yeah. So, Bertrand works in her stable. What would you like to do?
I'll go over to Bertrand.
Go to the stable.
Go to the stable.
Please ask you to join over there.
Oh, John, this is a closed group. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, though, because we'll add more groups eventually. So,
This one has been going on for a
yeah,
while.
this one's been going on for a long time.
So
So,
you
am I detecting the man I'm paying, or the woman I'm paying to go do extra work on the side while collecting money from me?
I mean, she is not in her room.
I've got radiant ears.
And I'm also like maybe 3 stories down.
Hey, I'm a greedy ass cat.
I'm okay.
I mean, I don't know. Was your intention to go to bed?
Yeah,
Then no.
yeah.
So, all right. So you head toward the stables. Are you just gonna walk straight down there looking for Bertrand, or are you gonna take some other path, tactic, whatever?
I'm gonna
Straight to Bertrand.
straight there. I have
Okay.
nothing to hide.
So he is down there, and you've seen him before. You don't know all of his routines, but you assume that he's kind of getting the stable
So he's pretty much
prepped
like,
so that he can go to bed.
He's getting bit.
he's the one that takes care of the horses and all that stuff for
Yes.
Mama Wolf.
Yes.
Alright.
So you see him, and he's working on that.
Oh, Bertrand.
And Bertrand is like, he's in his 50s, and he's kind of a shorter guy. He's a little, I mean, it's not that uncommon. He's a little shifty. It's not that
That's a
uncommon.
lot of people here.
Right, it's not that uncommon.
Sounds like the kind of person I'd hire.
So
Looks like the people I work for.
he turns
Speak your
to,
language, huh?
and so he's like, oh, Miss Gimble, ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. I just came around because Mama Wolf asked me to come and make sure to check up on you, make sure you're all right with what happened here at the house.
I was under the impression that she wasn't working for Mama no more.
I'm not. I'm actually working with the people that came in to the house, but I figured since
Wait.
they're all...
The people that came into the house.
Not the ones, dearie, that were destroying up everything. I'm talking about the ones that are working for that other man that decided to come in.
Oh,
to talk
yes,
with her.
yes. You mean the owner of those fine animals down there.
That.
Well, what can I do you for?
Well, like I said, I wanted to make sure that you're doing all right. Make sure that nothing came to harm to you.
I was very fortunate. Very fortunate. Nobody came about the horses, thank God. You know how I love these animals.
I do. Bertrand, where did that saxophone come from?
What are you up to,
Well, he's watching Sasquatch.
Literally, that is what exactly it is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
America.
Sasquatch.
Okay.
I think Kane posted it, didn't he?
Billy did. Exactly.
Billy did, yeah.
Billie Eilish.
So,
Billy infects.
Oh, Billy, in fact.
he tells you that he didn't get bothered.
That's good, that's good. Now, I do hope that because you are such a fine and great person working here, I hope you're not actually taking money from the other side, and that's why you were fortunate.
What on earth could make you think that?
You know, I honestly didn't think that a lot of people would try to turn on Mama Wolf like they did today, but it happened. So you never know. Always be safer than sorry.
Well, I assure you, I would have nothing to do with jeopardizing our fine employer.
I'm gonna touch him on the shoulder. It's like, that's good, Jerry, that's good. And I hope that you never do wisdom save.
Oh, you're gonna do a thing to him?
Charm person.
Charm person to him. Oh! You don't have any spell slots.
I haven't had a long enough short rest.
No.
Damn it!
No. you don't
Damn
have any
it!
spell
Oh,
slots.
I was gonna pull this off so well.
You can, if you want, you can roll, let's see, insight on him?
Alright, will do. Five!
A 5.
Cinco de Mayo.
Somebody might be almost as bad as me rolling dice.
I've been rolling high for other things. The insight has
You
been the
are-
low one.
You are convinced.
That he is
That he
telling
is
me
telling
one
you
hell
the
of the
truth.
truth.
I
Nothing
will
but the truth.
also allow you to roll perception.
Anything to do with wisdom.
What is it?
I rolled a twee.
I mean, it's better than a 1.
Ah,
Or a
my
2.
first roll was a 1.
Oh, I'm using those pretty dice.
Yeah.
They roll low or just.
No, they were rolling fine. But anything that deals with wisdom, like, hey, we're gonna roll a perception check.
So you are
Yeah.
not actively noticing
Yeah.
anything.
Wife's too quiet.
Me?
You're not actively noticing anything suspicious.
Alright.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
You keep up the good work, dearie. We'll come back around and check up on you whenever you need it.
Nice
I-
ears.
I very
Thanks.
rightly appreciate that, Ms. Gimble.
I see you wearing ears. I see you're not.
And so yeah, he finishes up what he was doing and he kind of shuts the door and heads into his little.
How's the sleep going? No noises, nothing.
You're being
going
taunted on Twitch right now with your wisdom saving throws.
I am.
All the wisdom.
All of it.
All the
A
chicken.
big fat goose egg.
Got him. Got him.
My dice, no lack of wisdom.
Okay. Okay. So, you're gonna go back and report back.
Yep, I'm gonna go report back to Mama Wolf.
Very good. So yeah, she asks you. You know, you think Bertrand doing all right?
I think he's definitely on our side, on your side still.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your help with that. And she slips you a little, just a little. It's got like 10 gold in it.
What is this one? A different one?
That's one of my stocks. Jumped 50% today.
Wow. Yeah. Doing it.
Need $21.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was down. It was down.
Well,
so bad.
may the rest of your night be eventful. As I raise up my whiskey glass and shake.
Uh-oh, somebody said mama, they have to be punished. Mama was banned as a word we can say.
Okay.
We'll deal
No
with
one's telling me, Jack!
we'll deal with the punishment off screen.
Okay.
As
so,
always.
So, unsuccessful or successful, we don't know for sure. Everybody else is just going to bed, doing their sleepy time sleep.
How's it going? Sleepy time? Was it like fine, quiet, nothing's happening?
Except for your
I
snoring
mean, it
cat
depends.
on
Are
the
you
hallway.
seducing Charlie?
How about this?
I don't care about Charlie.
How about this? Just you can roll a d20.
Yay.
Just don't roll a 1.
I love it when it has to roll dice.
Right? Ooh, 16.
Yeah.
Dungeon punishment off the screen. Yeah. Yes.
Everything goes
Okay.
fine. Everything you guys
Does
sleep.
Charlie snore?
Does Charlie snore?
He's fat and rich. Of course he snores.
I don't think
Well, let's
I
have it.
thought
Let's
he
do a
was
little. Let's do a charisma check. No,
He's
he
a tiny
definitely
kid.
does not snore.
Good.
I was gonna say he's got a little spare tire. Little
He
dad bod action.
He doesn't.
No, he's not soft.
No,
I thought he was tiny and biggie and like not big. at
he's
all.
not that big, and but he's not.
just a little thick.
He's not even. a
Why
little
do you
bit.
want? I don't think Charlie is. It's important to know.
I just have an image in my head of like a little bit like one of those skinny fat people, you know.
I had an image of a tiny person.
Yeah, he's not tiny, but he's.
You know what I'm talking about? Well, like the people that have like they're skinny but they have no muscle definition, so they just look, you know,
I don't know what you mean, but
skinny fat.
So, okay. So we get done. Everybody gets their chance to rest, and we reconvene in the morning. Is that the goal? Okay.
Yes.
I've got to get my first day's pay from these folks.
That's fair. That's fair. So you guys can reconvene. There's breakfast available if you want to eat breakfast.
yes, it sounds so good right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Mama's down there.
Good morning, Mama.
You can tell that she probably didn't sleep very much last night.
Is she eating?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is she eating?
But she's- but
human
she's-
food.
But she's having a conversation with one of her, lieutenants, is what Gimbal would know. You guys would just see somebody in there talking to her.
Is it Lieutenant Dan?
So, yeah, you guys can have some breakfast if you want it. Otherwise,
In all the eggs
Yep.
in my body.
yeah, they'll fix
Boil
you.
them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
You probably want some milk too.
Oh, take.
Milk.
They'll fix you guys up.
I want some pancakes.
You can't have them.
Bacon pancakes.
She
Make
has
pancakes.
a lot of very her assortment of produce, like fruits and stuff that she has, is very good.
Yes.
I will take
Produce.
a fruit.
Yep. So
I'm gonna mow it down and just look at her and be like, so, what are we doing for you, Mama? Do you need our help with anything?
So she says she's still working on some things, but if you'd like to get back together with her, whether it's tomorrow or the day after, when she's got some things sorted out, she'd be happy to talk with you about some different things.
So I'm just gonna be like, Monk, I had a dream. I got a great idea. When you punch something, you should go and then punch things.
I'll try next time.
Like you're chambering around in a gun, because we know what that is, because it's D&D.
A gun? Dear, you watch too many Western films.
Okay. what other anything else you'd like to do, or you'd like to? I mean, we've got a message out to the Dragonborn. Hopefully, is that our
How
goal?
far is that area from here? Do we know? Like how far?
So, based on what you've been told, you believe that it is going to take pretty much an entire day of travel to get to this place.
Okay.
You're going to have
Charlie's not coming with us, correct?
He's not supposed to.
He's. I mean, Max doesn't want him to go. Charlie is more like. Now my dad worries too much. Like.
He's a daddy.
So it's really you guys can advise him as you see fit.
Well, the problem is that. Now
Well,
Mama,
let's have him
Mama-
swing a sword. If he can swing a sword, he
now
can come.
Mama has been attacked, so is he safe to stay here? That's the problem.
Let's just take him with. Let's not even give him a choice.
Does Mama
What?
know about
Why?
these Dragonborn out there or anything more
Nope,
about?
she doesn't know
Okay.
shit.
Oh, did we ask her already?
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure we did.
This one?
Yes.
Rowena's got the notes.
What's now?
Have we asked Mama about the Dragonborn?
I don't think so. I didn't write down if we did or not. So I don't think we did. Because we pretty much went in there and she got attacked, from what I
Yeah, that was
remember.
the first time we saw her.
Yeah.
Because maybe she could arrange a meeting.
We?
Do we want to go under the guise of a crime syndicate, though?
Do we want to go under no guys at all? Well, I don't know if that's.
Are you sharing with the group that you sent an animal message?
And I sent a message
What?
to the Dragonborn.
How?
Magic.
Okay, fine.
She stole a pic. No, that's up to her.
Magical! I can do magical shit. Try it once in a while.
Okay.
I sent a magical parakeet.
This is fine.
Right away.
This should be fine. This looks fine.
So I take it we haven't heard back then from our parrot. Oh, I guess if
Is
it's a
it
day
8 now?
travel. Yeah.
Have to figure
Why don't
this
I
out
think the
myself.
animal messenger just sends the message? I don't know that it is supposed to come back and report.
Yeah, I don't think it gives.
I think the animal then can do its own thing.
I don't think it comes back with a reply. It just sends out a message like here.
Is it good?
All right, to the swamp.
We don't want to talk to Mama about this?
Nah,
Well, are we gonna ask Mom about the Dragonborn?
okay, we better, I suppose.
It's your guys' decision.
Yes.
I mean, Mom was.
I need to find waiters so I don't get my luscious fur wet.
Okay, so
Please tell me.
is
she's
somebody
kidding.
talking to
Oh, no.
Mama about it, or
I am Kitty.
Yeah.
But you're not kidding.
Yeah, I'll go
her if
ask
she knows
Mama.
anything.
okay?
Do you know anything about this colony of green dragonborns outside of town?
Hmm.
It's out of time. Look.
Yeah, yes, I'm aware of their little camp, little village out there.
Do you have any inns there? We're trying to go have a convo with them.
Mm. Yeah, I deal with them so rarely. You know, what is your
Thank you.
goal? What is your
What is our goal with them?
We have to get some rings.
This is correct too.
Oh, we're going to pick up some rings.
This is not.
Yeah, some ancient rings from them.
These two.
I think we're just picking them up, right?
No, I think we have to. We're trying to
Exchanging.
trade for
Oh, we're trading for them.
Trade is our purpose.
you're trying to engage
Trade for some jewelry, yes.
in some trade with them. Well, I don't rightly know. I think you probably have as good or better negotiator in your ranks than anyone I could spare.
Do you know where I can find some waiters?
Is this correct?
She does not know what you're talking about.
Which fighting style did you choose for?
Well, thank you, Mama. All right, guys, we're on our own.
What's that?
Which fighting style did you choose for?
Let's go see if I can figure that out.
To the swamp!
Does water rock work in a swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably if there's water, I would imagine.
It's not listed on there anywhere.
It just says fighting style. What page is on? You adopt a fighting style specialty. You don't have anything else on there.
Is 2-weapon fighting one of them?
Yeah, great weapon fighter. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die, you can re-roll it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that is what she has.
Okay, I'll just write that down then.
I'll just make sure that that is.
Swamp time. I'm gonna be okay. I got fur, so mosquitoes can't get through. That's how that works, right?
Yeah. You'll see.
Totally.
How would you
Well,
know?
she's only a
Monk?
first level fighter. I think you make the choice at second level.
There's the other style thing that is at 3rd level that you choose, like the battle master,
Oh,
all that stuff.
it says on here that I have not chosen one, so maybe
Okay.
so apparently you get to choose then.
Well, might as well go with that. I have a great sword.
Yep.
Makes more sense.
You should break it in half and fight with 2 halves
Okay,
of the great
sorry.
sword.
We were distracted. So what are we talking about? We're just gonna head out there?
Yep. We're bouncing.
Okay.
Bounce.
Are
So
we taking Charlie with us, I assume?
Well, let's give him the option.
well, he wants to go.
Yeah, we'll bring him. We can trade him for something.
Okay. So you guys head out on your way, and you get a little ways outside of town, and you start to. I mean, this area of the continent is. It's just there's swamp, marsh, pond, everywhere. Sweet. And so you kind of get to the. I mean, the road has to kind of
Around, yeah.
make moves so that it can stay on the most solid land, and it's a little chaotic.
This place is miserable.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna like it.
This is the worst place I've ever been.
So I don't cast water walk on you, so if you accidentally fall in, you don't just, get wet. So I don't cast water walk on you. Right.
I'm always wet. I'm mittens.
Gross.
I'm sweating all the time.
Gross.
That's my secret. Cat sweat.
Cat sweat. Smells like iron.
So, yeah, you guys, as you're going through this, like, it's a little, I mean, it's denser than what you've seen, what you saw kind of on your, and on the path to get to the city. This land that you're in is just, it's not the most habitable, it's not a great place for like a community. But I mean, there are some ponds, and you occasionally see somebody out there in a little fishing boat, maybe, or whatever.
People are insane.
But
We got a
otherwise,
whole day of this.
So you guys, you traverse your way out there, no problem. And
Y'all ever heard of Nebraska?
you get around dinner time, and you can now, ahead of you, you can see where this encampment is located. And as you continue
We'll
on
send
the
the
path,
Dragonborn in first.
okay. So as you continue on this path, like, there's not really any other way to get there unless you would be cutting across, dank swamp water.
Yeah, I'm out.
There are a few spots where you literally have to cross kind of like a bridge, like a dock style mini bridge, to stay on solid, to stay on a solid surface. But we'll say that we get,
That's the
I don't
sound
know,
it makes.
we'll say that we get like, 100 yards away. Anybody want to do anything at this point, or continue to just approach this?
I want to observe. Like, do they look hostile at all?
So the what you can see from this distance, that's clear and obvious from this distance. If you'll recall the encampment of, and you wouldn't know this, but the encampment of Goliaths that we went to, they had a great hall, and then a lot of like tents, basically. So this encampment or village also has kind of a great hall. It's not exactly the same, but it's kind of a great hall. That's and then there are two other, what you would consider to be buildings. They look kind of like cabins. One of them is a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And then there's kind of a smaller one. And then there are some number. It looks maybe like a dozen, 15, something like that. They're not really tents. They look more like huts. And you can see, even at this distance, there are a fair number of Dragonborn that are outside doing whatever. You know, maybe they have...
putzing around.
Well, they have, like, some of them have what look to be like crafting stations kind of by a hut, or some of them are just doing a variety of things. You can't tell from this distance exactly what they're doing, but I mean, you can see a dozen of them in different places, even at this distance.
Okay. They don't look like they're gonna kill us.
For the moment, no.
Yeah.
Like, nothing else has happened so far.
Forward.
Continuing forward. Okay. So, you guys get to the point where you're maybe like 50 yards away, and like I was saying, there's one bigger cabin and one smaller cabin. The first thing that you're going to encounter, as you can see now, it's pretty evident that the first thing you would encounter on this path, there is the smaller cabin is there, and you can see that there's Dragonborn that's outside. They look like they're like tanning leather. They're working on something outside of the cabin.
They've got a parakeet that's split in half. And
Hey.
I'm gonna point Charlotte to stay behind me just in case.
Okay. So, the path is wide enough that we could have up to 3 people walking abreast. If you don't want to do that, we can do less, more, whatever.
Do we want to do the order?
Yeah, if you want, you can.
I'll be next to you and Charlie. 'Cause I think I've been hired to help.
You're right
to
here.
be safe.
So, I don't want to be first, though.
I'll go behind the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn should be first.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I can be
The
second.
negotiator will be second.
How about Charlie's the blondie and this is the...
It doesn't matter.
Because we gotta have Charlie.
Charlie's not a girl.
Okay. So, you guys make your
The
approach.
green one.
As you get a little closer, it's becoming more evident. You know,
Charlie's behind.
you can kind of see, like, the huts really aren't that big, and you kind of get the impression that they're probably just for people to, like, be out of the elements. That most of what they do is outside, because, I mean, now you can see about 20 different Dragonborn in different places. You can see that there's at least 15 huts.
Are there any doors in them?
They're just like
Open frame.
opening to get into the hut.
Open
like,
frame huts. Sorry. No door for you. No door for you.
No door.
So, and the Dragonborn that is working outside of this first cabin, you know, you guys get to where you're maybe like 20 or so yards away, and this Dragonborn like stops what they're doing and stands up, kind of like sets aside what they're doing, and starts walking out in the direction of the path like they're gonna
Come head us off.
encounter you on the way. Like and as you get a little closer, like you can now tell pretty clearly this is a pretty big male Dragonborn, and he's kind of shifting his sword belt. He's not drawing a weapon. He's like doing it in a way where You would know that he's trying to make it clear I'm armed.
I got a sword.
I just roll
You're
my
up.
eyes.
Go talk to
Okay,
him.
so you guys can keep walking up. He's there. He's probably 50 feet away from you right now. You can continue moving, or you can stop. You can do whatever you want.
Just skip swimming.
Be suspicious.
He just sees this little furry paw come up from behind the Dragonborn. Hi!
He's just standing there waiting.
Oh, where's Persephone?
I mean, I suppose I probably.
I love that you're the only one. He doesn't. If you didn't say it, he wouldn't even know he had that bird.
He does. Bird's fate is important.
Persephone's put away right now because I don't want Persephone out when we're meeting any people.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I'm thinking about that now.
Sorry. Kind of.
Ah, you're fine. Well, hiya! Are we
Hiya!
going up to them? Do they say hi back when I say hi?
What language are you saying it in? Do you speak Dragonborn? 'Cause I do.
You do?
Yeah, I'll
Why
say it
didn't-
in
Why didn't you
Draconic.
speak Dragonborn?
I have no idea.
I'll say it in both.
So you're offering a greeting in Draconic.
And then I'll say it in common.
You
after.
can tell that the Dragonborn acknowledges you, but I mean, he's not like waving back or saying anything back at that distance. Because he would have to yell.
Alright, so I'll wait till we get up there then.
Hi!
So you walk up and you get close enough to just have a conversation, and he looks at you and he looks at the others in the group, and then he says in Draconic, "What is your business here?
I'll wait
What
till-
brings you out to our swamp?"
I'll wait till the right to
It is
the
our swamp.
Get out of my swamp.
I assume we don't understand it, do we? Because we
It's
don't speak.
Draconic.
Whoever understands Draconic understands it, not me.
So, I guess I'll just shortly explain, we're under the employ of Max Wyndam, and he's,
We got your bird.
oh! So you got a message from from us. Yes, we're,
Who is this Max Wyndam? Why do we care about Max Wyndam?
He's our employer, and he, is
Good
interested
for
in-
you.
He's interested in some of your ancient rings that you, supposedly,
I'm gonna look at him and be like, does he speak common? Because I don't know what you're saying, but I can already tell you're fucking it up.
Remember, we have to get tested to go in.
Tested?
Maybe we should ask them.
Yep, we have to find out if we're positive or negative.
Yeah.
For COVID? No.
What? What's COVID?
So what's your point? I'm sorry.
There's testing requirements to get into the village, so maybe we should just start with that. And
Are
then
you
earn
saying that to
trust.
him in common?
Yes.
He hears you and says, "Oh, so you've been warned that you can't just enter our village. Is that right?"
Doesn't seem very nice.
Who cares? Foolish, pointy-eared little elf.
I like this guy.
Fuck you, but fair point. Oh, whatever.
You're but a child.
So who do we need to talk to get in and negotiate trades?
Who said you could enter?
Well, we need to find the person in charge. I'm assuming you're just security, right?
You wish to speak to our elder, is that what
we
you're
would
saying?
love to. We would absolutely love to. At least I would.
So, as this conversation's happening, there's two other Dragonborn that, kind of stop what they were doing one hut away, and they walk over, and he looks at them, and then he says in Draconic to them, they want to see Elder Spine, and and he says the thing about wanting to make the trade, and so they go off, and he says, we'll see if the elder will see you, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Care for
Do you not get many travelers out here?
Of course not. This is the swamp. This is our land.
care for a scrap?
Dear, we're not here to start up any trouble.
So what's your story, big fella?
I live in the village,
Well,
like all of my kin.
who are you? What do you do in the village?
What's your name?
So,
I think
so
he's
I mean,
trying-
you can
I'm trying to be like pleasantly inquisitive.
even just looking at him, like he really gives you the impression that he's a warrior, and
Are you the general for the army here?
general. He says, "I'm called Fang
Fang.
by my kin."
That is the coolest name I've ever heard. That's way cooler than Gwen.
That's literally what I was thinking.
So how did you get your name?
They gave it to me when I was young.
Clever. That's how I got mine too.
I look at you saying, is she really? Is she a little touched in the head, Terry?
So you're obviously some kind of warrior, right? I mean, look at you. You're a specimen
I can
of draconic beauty.
I can certainly fight if that's.
You
what
think
is
you can
asked
take
of
her?
Ah, this fool worshipping her petty gods. Of course, I can smash this one, no problem. I mean, she's look at that silvery scale. That
One wants
hair,
smash.
fools. All fools.
Care for a scrap? Oh, you are a delight. You are a. You're way nicer than people said.
Bitches love sticks.
How do you all survive out here?
We got the swamp
The swamp provides.
provides.
I dare say that they probably live off the land and everything that is here on it.
I know she's pretty, but not the brightest.
So a few minutes later, the two that were there come back and they say, "Bring them to Elder Spine." So Fang kind of says that I guess you will get to meet the Elder.
Woo! Thanks,
And so-
Fang. Fang, you're a
Well, he's
real
going
bro.
with you.
You're a real bro, Fang.
He's going with you, and the other two that were there are kind of following
Zom,
with
Is he bigger than Gwen?
a lot bigger.
Like how much bigger?
Like he's 7 feet tall.
How
He's
tall are you?
he's a brute.
I'm like 6.
6'8".
I mean, that's
I'm 6'6".
6'8".
okay. He's
same
like
thing.
he's like 8 or 7.
7 feet tall. He's just big. He's
He's a wall.
he's intimidating
He's
looking.
thick.
Does he have fangs?
Yes.
Wait, how tall are you?
6'6".
How tall are you?
The
6'8".
Yeah, the tiefling is
Here.
bigger than you.
That's why.
Yeah,
Because of the little-
the tiefling
The
is
mama.
like she's every bit as intimidating as Fang is.
And I'm not up there like, what? Because I know better.
I like turtles.
But she is intimidating because in part because of her size and in part because of her swagger. Like she has
Big dick
a
energy.
type of confidence where you're just like, damn.
I know I can handle myself, and I don't need to prove it.
So
You also can take a lot of liquor, by the
so
way.
you head to this
We had experience.
you head to this this great hall, and Fang leads you in, and there are probably 8 other Dragonborn that are kind of along your path up, but there is, I mean, it is kind of a throne, really, and there is what is clearly an older Dragonborn there.
Wah wah wee wah. What a room.
And and they don't have like tables and stuff. Like their tables right now are all kind of back against the wall. So the space as you walk in is pretty open, and they have like this. There's like a section of floor that's like differently orchestrated. It's more like a circle.
Can I check for traps?
Sure, you can do an investigation.
You would.
It's a 1.
So
No
you do
trap.
not.
That's
find
a
any
1.
tra- You do not find any
that
traps.
This is the safest you've ever been,
Is
man.
that the 4th one of the night?
I think it's
There's
third
been
of
some-
them.
1,
Few.
2, 3 at least.
It's
So-
3 of them.
So-
Natty 1.
So you guys get up to the elder, and he's sitting. I mean, you can see how old he is. You get the impression just by looking at him that he's, based on his garb and like some of the stuff that he's, got by him. This guy is probably a magic user of some kind, and he kind of looks at all of you, and he's got this like. One of his eyes is not like his one eye is like an emerald. It's shimmering and everything. It's brighter even than some of these other Dragonborn. His other one is like milky white, and he's got a scar kind of across the top part of his eye, like he probably got in a fight somewhere along the
got
way.
bit.
Yeah. And so, anyway, he kind of looks at all of you, and he spends a little longer time looking at Gwen.
Oh, great.
And then he
Let's
says,
eat you.
"What
Want
business
some
do
stuff."
you intend to have in our home?"
Which one of us is he looking at?
Now he's kind of looking at all of you. He's kind of
It's not my place to
Looking
say
you
because
over.
I'm just here as a muscle.
Nudge Charlie forward.
Nope.
so,
Actually,
Char-
doesn't move.
so who's nudging Charlie forward?
Just from the back.
The punky
Well, that's
teenage
right.
druid, apparently.
So he kind of looks back at you, and he Charlie walks forward, and
He's the charismatic.
so this
Who's got
and
better
so this
charisma, me or Charlie?
so this Dragonborn looks at Charlie, and before Charlie can say anything, he says, "You're the son of the man who sent you, are you not?" And Charlie is like, I am.
Nice trick. I like you.
And he says, "I have no interest in speaking with you. Who else among you shall speak?"
I'm gonna start purring really loud and be like, "Would you speak with me?"
What have you to say? Why are you here?
Well, I mean, first of all, I love the village. Marvelous. We were sent.
Do you speak for your whole party?
I speak for myself.
Who speaks for your party? And not this son of a fool,
Who's
Well-
son of a fool? Who's he pointed?
Charlie.
Sure, Charlie.
Not one of us speaks for all of us, but I'm the better voice of our community here.
So he's looking at the rest of you, and he says, "Is this your choice?"
Our choice?
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Go for it, Mittens.
Yep.
I'm gonna reach forward and touch you and enhance ability on charisma. There you go!
I'll just have you and do guidance.
Here you go, kitty cat.
I don't know if you get 2 bonuses.
I'm just gonna lean back and be like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
Okay, so before I get into this too far, what the hell do we have to trade this guy for these rings?
Nothing.
We don't know.
You have a
There's
letter of
tons.
credit,
Yeah.
and you've also got a chest of items that were sent with you that could be offered in trade.
Okay.
We also have a bunch of gold.
No.
And our bodies.
Malachi,
Don't get mad.
there's kids over there.
Okay, so
So Max sent us.
You're gonna mentioned
to acquire these ancient rings. He did say you may have a test for us. An honorable, time-honored tradition of your people. And please
So-
don't eat me.
Make a wisdom saving
Oh
throw.
shit. That's bad.
Just roll well.
Minus
it's easy.
1. 13. 14 for a 13.
Okay. So, as you start to say this stuff, you guys don't hear his voice, but you hear his voice.
Ooh.
And you just start to drop your weapons.
We're Wolar?
No, just mittens.
So I'll pull. I won't even fight it. I'll just be like, yep, done.
That's weird.
And
Declaw herself.
he then looks over at Fang. And Fang walks into this circle on the ground. And you
Oh shit.
walk into this circle on the ground.
Shit. I'm gonna look at you guys and be like, you chose, dear. You chose.
I'm gonna slowly put my hood on.
Well, Kyle, you had guidance for me. Does that
My
make you
cloak
wisdom
code.
saving throw stuff? As this time?
I don't think guidance helps.
So,
Guidance is, I think, skill.
so the elder says,
I'm just gonna be like, all right.
So the elder says, and now you guys can hear this. The elder says, "We'll see if you're worthy."
Meow. You wanna do that weird cat noise or like?
Okay.
Does he have his weapons?
No.
Okay, so I can't summon my psionic blades
So-
and fight him. That'd be inappropriate.
So we're clearly seeing that they're gonna fight? Is that what it
That's
is?
what it looks like.
Does he have his
I'm gonna whip this guy's
vest,
ass.
vest on or not?
His armor?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just dropped his weapons.
So can I do my
But
telepathic
Fang
thing
dropped
to
his weapons too.
1, 2, 3, 4? I'm gonna make my telepathic link to my partners here and just be like, I'm gonna whip his ass.
Okay.
Good
I giggle
luck.
a
Is this the first time you've done this together?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Try not to die.
Have fun, dearie.
let's roll initiative.
I mean,
Everybody or just Kyle?
This guy.
17.
You go first. He's winding up like he's gonna hit you.
Well, that's not very nice. I'm gonna like flick out one of my fingernail, my claws, and pick my tooth, and I'm gonna get him.
Okay. So if you're gonna attack him, roll your attack.
I'm gonna hop up on top of him and
I gotta,
Okay, so if you're gonna do that, make an acrobatics check.
Ooh, I'm good at this one. 8.
You do not succeed in climbing him, but you can still make your
Ah.
attack.
I'm gonna try to attack him.
his ankle or something. Is that as far as you climb?
That is a 12.
Miss.
Shit.
He's going to attack you.
No.
23. Does that hit?
That does hit. Yep.
So he punches you like hard,
Right in the fucking head.
and you take 6 damage from that.
I need a writer. I'm just gonna
Well,
stand.
we said who was the chosen one. I thought it wasn't for fighting.
I should have
Not
assumed.
my cup of. We're okay. We're fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
What is the I almost
I'm just gonna sock him right back
I
in the
almost called him
face.
the king, but what is he doing?
Elder.
Yes.
He's just watching this happen. Like he's kind of intently watching what they're doing.
Okay.
So, but there are other Dragonborn in here, and they are sort of like guarding the circle, if you will.
So you can come in and help. How many are there?
There are 7 more.
Deary, I would not suggest it.
There's one up by the Elder, and then there are 7 more around the circle.
This is a trial, and she decided to take it.
Okay, so you're going
Didn't
after him
really.
again?
She didn't know any better.
I have all these cool dodge skills that I should. If Eli would have brought me my whole sheet.
That's unfortunate.
You want me to try to get it out of there? I don't know what I need to do.
No, it's fine.
You have to turn the printer around and tear it apart from the back.
Um,
And then do that.
What's Elder's name?
Spine.
Elder spine.
Elder Spine? May I volunteer as tribute instead of mittens?
He doesn't respond to you at all.
Does he even look?
No.
I
Man,
think we already made our choice.
unarmed is not my cup of tea. Let's just say that.
Good thing you have claws.
That counts as
Couldn't
unarmed,
have gotten
James.
all this.
Yeah, but it's a D4 compared to 9.
How many dragons are in Dragonborns are in here?
Anastasia, you'd have been the right choice for this.
There is
Only-
1 standing by him, and there are 7 more
Yeah.
surrounding the circle.
Just
So a total
Shying at
him. Alright.
9?
I'm just
Total
gonna.
nine?
I'm gonna just.
There's 8 plus Fang plus the Elder.
I'm gonna swing at him. I'm gonna stand toe to
That's
toe with
not-
him and just swing back.
Swinging back at him.
Yep.
All right.
6.
Miss.
Oh
He
my
will attack
God.
you.
Can you roll better?
That's. I get a -1 to my strength.
26.
Yeah, that hits.
5 more damage.
Owie.
Now, you can
I need an
tell,
eraser,
like,
too.
those of you that are watching this and seeing how skilled Fang is with this, you can tell that he's, like, hitting Mittens, and then instead of hitting her again, it's like he's taking his time to check her out. Like, to see how skilled she really is. It's like he's not fully unleashing his ability.
I want to walk closer to the circle.
Okay? So, like, how close are you going to try to get?
How far am I from it? As close as I'm gonna get until somebody starts like being.
So you get like 10 feet away from the circle, and what the Dragonborn closest to you, like, puts their hand on their weapon.
Okay, so I'm 10 feet away.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll come up as well.
Okay. They do the same thing to you. You get it like 10 feet away.
I'm just gonna be like, don't worry, dearie, I ain't gonna do anything. Just want a better view.
So, what are you doing?
Swing back.
Swing back.
This is not going well. 1.
Miss.
Oh shit!
All right.
How many hit points do you have to?
Ooh! 1.
Ooh.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, it takes a huge swing at you and just totally misses. Like, you are nimble,
So
apparently.
while he is doing that, I'm gonna try to come a little bit closer while everybody's watching him miss. I wonder if I can use that opportunity to get closer.
The people surrounding the circle are paying attention to you.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be like, before I swing it, I'm gonna be like, dude, this is not like, this isn't my jam, man. Can you please stop beating the shit out of me?
Are you gonna just stop?
So you're kind of like trying to call off the fight.
I'm just saying, hey, you can beat the shit out of me if you want, but I'd prefer if we didn't continue.
So Fang kind of like pulls back and he looks over at the Elder, and the Elder says, "So you have no business with us?"
I'll swing it.
No, I'm gonna say
You still
he
have guidance.
doesn't.
You can use that on any of these data.
Before
Well,
he-
so before you do anything, you're trying to
I'm
say
gonna
to the
say
Elder.
he doesn't, but I do.
Don't listen to her.
So Fang looks over at you,
That's
and
a
then he
woman
looks at
in
the Elder, and then he looks at Mittens, and he says,
I'm gonna just swing at him.
"You're gonna take a pot shot at him.
Yep.
Alright, so you can attack him with advantage then.
We also have
Oh
pirates.
my god.
11.
Well, that's
Did you roll twice?
Oh no.
Take the better of the two.
Let's see what this is.
All right. Well, 12.
Miss.
Oh my god.
So you attack like this total pot shot, this cheap shot at Fang, and Fang just looks at you and starts laughing, and then the elder says, "Stop." Make a wisdom save.
I'm just gonna look back and be like, "What are you
I don't know
scared?
what die to touch.
What are you scared?"
Probably a d20.
You
No,
need
I'm
the
like,
D20, dearie.
Which one?
Duckies for the win.
I see mittens on the computer screen.
6.
Okay. You drop your weapon.
I don't have a. I'm in shuriken, I guess.
You cut off your arms. Lay them on the ground.
Yeah, you drop your weapon.
Man, I was just about to summon my psionic blades too,
How?
with my brain.
I could have done that sooner.
I could fuck him up with those, but I
So-
want to kill the guy.
So the elder says, "We have a new speaker." So one of the Dragonborn that's surrounding the ring comes in and is like trying to get you to leave the ring. Wants you to leave the ring. And the two that are kind of in the vicinity of where she's at around the ring,
I'm just gonna make it careful.
they kind of back away to let her in.
No, yeah, I'll just go.
I'm just gonna.
If he doesn't want to scrap, I'll go.
I'm going in.
He's still smirking at you. And
And,
as he does, he like licks a little of your blood off his fist.
Yeah, you're lucky that was unarmed, boy.
I'm gonna fix
He's
my
the lucky
hood
one?
Mhm.
and do the kind of thing.
Oh, you're gonna like you're gonna try to crack your.
Crack and kind of like stretch a little.
God, you're such a badass.
We'll see about that.
So-
I'm still up as close as I can be watching this.
Okay, so you get in there.
All my employees are just going out there getting their asses hit. Let's see how well you do.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll roll a new initiative for this.
I'm gonna say it loud enough so
Nat
everybody
20.
can hear to the nearest person to me, and just be like, "So this is how they
25
treat
now.
women here, huh?"
So this.
Mark, that
What?
20 for 25.
Yeah, you're first.
Okay, hold on.
Can't wait till Fag is like,
We got
"Excuse
things.
me,
But
this is how women treat other
Hey,
women."
Mittens thinks Mittens is a badass, but Mittens also knows Mittens is not a badass.
so I get 2 attacks as is.
Cactuses.
5 plus 8 is 13.
No.
I mean, that's the high. I rolled a 12, the highest on 2 of my rolls.
Plus 8. 24.
That hits him.
Okay, we'll choose lightning.
Okay.
Ten.
10 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Then
Wah wah wee wah.
okay, I'm going to just
Punch him again. Come on.
Yeah, I have several.
You're not trying to
options.
kill the guy. Just punch him again.
I have several options.
Just punch him.
Stunning fist.
Yeah, stunning strike. Bam.
Hope he fails.
I'm going to
Hit him in the dick.
spend 1 key point. Down to 5. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
2 unarmed strikes again. 27.
Hits.
Beat him.
9.
Okay.
Also lightning.
Okay.
Give him a little zing in the old bing.
Nat 20 for 28.
Oh my god.
Damage dice twice.
3.
Roll that
plus-
again. Before you add, roll that again.
Roll that again. 4, so 7.
Yeah.
Plus 6 is 13. Plus. Oh no, sorry. Plus 5.
So she just walked in and fucked him.
12, 13.
Okay. So
I
you
mean, I'm
just
not-
so
I'm
you
not-
just
I'm
hit
not
him for
done.
you just hit him for 22 damage this round.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done?
I'm not done. There's something that happens when I hit him on the floor of blows. So,
Yeah. Yep.
whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects on the target, and I will do dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
So
She's gonna knock him
so
on
this
his
is
ass.
this is like an action that's upon your
Yeah, so it happens if I hit him with one of the flurries or both.
okay.
So it must succeed. It's either a strength saving throw, but I want him to do dexterity.
Okay.
Against a 14.
Against the 14
Yeah.
fails.
So he's not prone.
Okay. So
I'm gonna turn around and look at the elder.
So you walk into the ring, and you come and you just a spinning, whirling dervish of kick, punch, elbow, everything, and you do this like insane move, and you land like a feather on your feet, and Fang just goes crashing into the dirt.
Well, he must have slipped in my blood.
What's the elder looking like? I'm gonna turn around and look at him. If I have to
No,
turn
no,
around.
you need to turn around and go, "Are you not entertained?"
So if he gets knocked prone,
I'm
then
not. I don't talk much, you know.
so like he spends his round getting up. What are you doing with the rest of your round? Just looking at the elder or looking at Fang?
Well, I'm gonna look at the elder, see what he is doing, and I look at Fang just next
So
to
for
me.
the moment, the elder is just watching.
Get him.
Hitting him. Hit
Get him.
him.
So I could still keep hitting him.
Assuming
That he
succeed.
spent his round getting back to his feet.
Okay.
Grapple him.
I'm gonna do it again.
Hog tie him.
So 2 attacks as is.
Use your rope. Hog tie the bastard.
I don't think I have anything on me.
You don't have weapons.
So when he gets up, he's gotten. I mean, every time you hit him, lightning crackled off of the hit. So when he gets up, he says, "So that's how we're going to do this."
Oh shit.
Well, that's what they want, I think.
Magical weapons. That's what you're pissed for right now.
22.
So you're attacking him again? That hits him.
I'm not gonna be nice and wait, because he's gonna murder me if he gets a chance. 5, 8, 9.
Okay.
We'll do fire this time and see if it I see lightning does that for him. What is post fire for him?
But I mean, he hates it.
No. Second attack. Not 1.
Okay. So you miss badly.
I'm going
Punched yourself.
to do more stuff. I think.
I don't think you can after a one.
You nat
down.
one. You can't do
You
it.
can't do anything. Okay, so I'm done then.
So you hit him again, and this time fire comes off of it, and you see this squint and this flash in his eyes, and you see him suck in his breath.
What is that? Oh, he's
And
gonna
a
fire at me.
jet of acid comes flying
wonderful.
out at
Breath
you.
weapon. It's a Dragonborn.
Yep.
They were
But
holding
that's
that back.
That's not pleasant. I have a cloak on me. Can I react, turn around to have it go on on my back or something?
Maybe
Can I
try
duck?
to jump out of the way if you can.
Well, I mean, there is a dexterity.
It's a
Is
con
there-
save.
How do you say? Well, D20 against
And then add that one when you roll.
what?
Just roll it. He'll tell you if you pass or not.
18.
You pass.
You just sidestep it.
Ooh. Okay.
Probably still take half.
Yeah.
So you, at half, you take 6 damage from acid.
So my armor class does not matter, correct?
No.
You're in the cone.
6 you said?
Yes.
Here. So 39. Okay.
So as he does that, the elder stands up and make a wisdom save.
What is he manipulating? 15.
Okay. You feel compelled to not attack him.
Okay, so it's my turn then, basically, just not. And then I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna step back. Take
Yeah.
a step back.
And then you hear the elder say, "Enough! This one may speak." So
This one has decided.
Well, we might as well go home.
so they
Speaking.
so they let you kind of go back to where you were, and in kind of the moment after this happens, there's another female dragonborn that comes out, was kind of behind where they
They're just
were
drinking
sitting up by the
I actually
throne,
don't know how
and
to.
says some words and heals you,
Praise Jesus.
Praise the lady.
and then heals you, and then heals Fang. And it takes her a while. Like, she has to
A hot minute.
say some things and do some things and, you know, cast some spells, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But she heals you.
So he's listening to what I have to say.
He says, "You may speak. Why are you here?"
Well, I'm not the one for words. My fists speak better than my mouth, but
Well, you have bested Fang.
that was a very fascinating match for me. But not chill. I'll say.
I'm just like,
Yep.
I'm just gonna start picking my shit up and putting it away and walking towards the
I'm
door.
gonna say we are here to do a trade or make an agreement. We're looking for these rings and we want to do it peacefully. So we're in your home. So I'm listening to what you have to say, and if that's even a possibility, we're just doing our job, as you can tell.
You wish to trade for the rings we discovered.
Yes.
And what did you have that you thought we would want?
Offering your body. Offering him the whole chest.
What do we have with us? We have gold.
I can tell her this in my, like, the
And we
telepathetic.
have a chest of items
Telepathetically.
that he had offered.
Offer the
You
whole
have a
chest.
letter of credit, and you have a chest of items that Max sent to try and trade.
Well, we have a chest of items that might be of interest to you. We have a letter of credit. We do
Offer
have,
him your wrist punchies.
we have gold. I'm gonna look at you and say never.
Do it for Max.
So
We have a tiefling to offer as well.
So he's kind of looking, he's kind of looking at all of you, and he says, "I don't want your money. I don't want your gifts. I want your talents."
So you'd want us to do work for you.
I want your help to solve a problem in exchange for what we have discovered.
Okay. I'm gonna turn and look at the group. Are you guys doing anything?
Oh,
Are you like nodding yes?
I
no?
nod yes.
Any mittens?
I mean, I'm not a whore to be whored out for labor, but
Well, I guess
What do you want
you
for
don't
them?
care because you're just.
I'm hired by you guys choose.
We accept.
Well, maybe find out what it is first.
Too late.
It's
Very
an ancient black dragon. We must take it out.
Very well. So he takes a moment he kind of whispers something to the Dragonborn that's standing next to him,
Mhm.
and then that Dragonborn kind of hurries off. And Fang is silent for a minute,
Mhm.
and he says to the elder, "Why are you asking these of all? You are asking these people to do this for us?" And so they kind of go back and forth, and they have a conversation about honor and about traditions and about...
And it's about like them not. So Fang is saying that they don't need us, basically.
He's trying to understand why the elder wants help from
Outsiders.
people that are not part of this clan.
Okay.
Man, I'm just gonna look at you guys and be like, man, where I come from, we do not question our elders.
Well, you start to understand that Fang is
we
his
still keep
nephew.
people alive that,
Mm.
that were never.
Okay.
And so after they kind of go back and forth, then the elder starts to speak to you again. And he says, "What I want your help with is my son."
Well, that's up to her. That's
My son was a member of this clan, grew up in this clan,
Is it Mr. Ranch Pants or?
and decided to turn his back on all of us, thinking that greater power could be his. And all that has happened has been to the detriment and destruction of his former home. I cannot bring myself to confront my own son.
Confront how? What's the extent of our confrontation?
There may be no choice, but
Nice.
an ultimate one to stop Dante.
Is it when we met in town?
Mr. Rich Pants.
Well, that
So,
is very sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
what's the best way to kill him?
as the conversation goes on, there's some. You start to hear a little bit of, things about Dante and Fang are cousins,
Okay.
and Fang's father died in their first attempt to stop Dante.
From do we hear from what specifically? Do we know, or is it not really discussed?
Look, all we need to know is how to dispose of him.
Yeah, but it would be nice to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Specifically, is he like?
A description.
Our job isn't to question the elder.
So
Come on, guys. We're getting
he
a chance
he
to leave.
he explains that he says you'll have to go further into these lands to find Dante.
Oh, shit.
We need waiters.
I like it so much.
And
Is there any way to just summon him?
no. The only reason that he would return would be to show us the power he has gained.
The power you speak of, what kind of power is it? Is it magical?
I fear to know what has granted him what he now possesses.
How much danger are we in? Grave peril?
That all depends on.
It was just a fluke that I didn't beat Finn.
Finn definitely hits you hard enough to forget about Fang.
Well, if you attempt to resolve it yourselves, I do fear for you. If you take Fang with you, you may stand a better chance.
Where might we find Dante? He's further in these lands.
Well, Finn, or Fang, you're in.
So he explains to you that so why don't you roll me a history?
Alright. 11.
Okay. So you don't pick it all up. But because he's not directly referencing some of these things, but you're able to gain from what he's telling you that at one time there was part of the reason that this encampment is here is because it's close to where this clan believes their clan originated. And the elder believes that what Dante has done is take up residence in what at one time was the lair of an actual dragon. And that lair of that dragon may have contributed to the origins of this clan. So he believes that Dante has come into contact with some power that he uncovered when he went there and has been able to use that to enact what he deems to be his revenge
Or Dante's Inferno.
on the clan for the wrongs that he perceived to have endured while he was growing up. That's what you take away from it.
Dante's Inferno.
Got it.
The other thing that he does tell
She
you
doesn't
about
die.
Dante is that so with your history roll, I don't think you know enough about this. Some Dragonborn stay with their clan for life. And you know that some, including you, become travelers. Dante was a traveler for a while, and in his travels he studied at a monastery and gained some of the skills of a monk. And he brought that back when he returned, and it was after that point that he started to become disillusioned with the life of the clan.
So it's only him that knows it, or nobody brings it up. We
What's
don't know this.
Well, I mean, he explains some of these things. It's really the history that he knows
Kind of makes
helps
sense.
helps him at least, or not him, but helps Gwen to understand that when the elder makes these references to that you maybe don't understand, when the elder makes these references to this place, Gwen knows enough about draconic lore to know that he's probably referencing the lair of a dragon that may have been connected to the origin of this clan.
Okay.
That part would be much harder for you guys to know.
Piques my interest when he says he's a monk.
Yes, he's done monk training. So that is our mission: is to go find Dante and put a stop to his misuse of this power that he's gained.
Do we need a description of him, or are we gonna just know him when we see him?
And there is no getting rid of that power.
I'm guessing
without
he's a green dragon.
the ultimate decision is there. Have you tried that?
What's that?
Is there getting rid of that? Is there no getting rid of that power without the ultimate decision?
Is there anything you know about his powers that we should know before we... that would help us?
I mean, he's just... He has... They don't know, like, everything that has happened. But what has happened to the clan is that he has murdered several members of the clan over the last year or so. Like, at first they went to find him, you know, and so then there have been some things too, like, you know, like you guys were wondering how they survive, and they do live off the land, they live off the swamp, and there are some things that have been happening to the land that they live off of that is, they deem it to be the fault of Dante, that some of these things, some of these resources that they once took advantage of, they can't use anymore. So, that part you don't know if they're, you don't know if they're embellishing a problem that isn't really connected to him, or if it really is connected to Dante. You don't know if they are just being superstitious, or if it's legitimately because of Dante. So, or at least you think they don't really know, based on what they say. So, and you definitely think that the elder, you know, believes in some ancient history that has got him thinking that when you tamper with things related to the origins of your clan, that can have bad consequences. That's what the elder believes. Whether or not that's mumbo jumbo, you don't know. So, we're at past dinner time. So the question for you guys is, try to travel through this at night, or see if the elder will let you stay here.
I don't want to stay here.
Travel at night through the marsh, and
Yeah, just sleep on the road. We'll be
I
fine.
guess we have the tree.
Yeah.
You do have the tree.
Do have the tree.
So how far were the sightings of him, or do they think that layer area is like?
So
what?
Fang says that he's seen Dante, and he
Okay.
thinks that the area that Dante's in is, I mean, it'd be within a day of travel, probably.
So we can go until there's no more daylight and maybe stop.
And then so we're not too far out, but still a bit out. Yeah, we'll go.
And then tree.
Oh, that's
Yes,
You'll
yes.
see.
So we're gonna leave and start on our way?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Make it away.
Fang goes and gets his gear so that he's ready to go, and he takes off with you guys.
It'll be a pleasure to work with you, dearie.
You can tell that he has, if just by looking at each of you, if you were to try and gauge his level of respect, at the beginning, Gwen was for sure at the bottom.
At the bottom of respect?
Yeah, he does not respect Gwen.
Huh.
At the top of his level of respect was Gimbal. Now it's Ari.
Well, yeah, because he's actually had a sparring match with you, not me.
Did I move
so-
above Mittens at least?
No, Mittens is still way above you.
At least I went toe to toe.
Mittens,
to
you get the impression that Mittens could shit herself, and that would not put her below you.
God, he hates me.
Maybe it's time to bring this out and see if that helps.
Okay, so you
I
guys
don't think
travel
a
a little
bird that
ways.
doesn't listen to one of
Starts to get dark. We're gonna make our camp.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at him, the staff. Okay, hit the ground and say tree.
So she's giving you the staff and says, slam it into the ground and say tree.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
All right, dearies. Tree.
So you do
It
that.
doesn't work. You have to. It won't work that time.
Oh
More
wow.
emphasis. Emphasis. You have to sound excited.
Tree.
That's not.
She wants you to say emphasis.
Emphasis.
No, more emphasis, more
You gotta
excitement.
mean
You're
it.
excited to see this tree.
You gotta mean it.
Oh dear, out of this realm, please give me this tree of which people tell me that I damn.
Nope.
Well, there you go. There's your
No, so that I take it. Tree.
So she slams it down, and this big weeping willow pop. The staff transforms, and this big weeping willow has its tendrils that come all the way to the ground, and it's kind of looks like our camp now. Is underneath this weeping willow.
It has an alarm system.
Okay, do we need to take a break time?
I think so.
I need a break time so I can do a PT.
Yeah, that's a good.
I want to do a pop pop.
Are we gonna pause the stream or keep the stream, Kyle?
I will leave it up.
That's so pretty.
More emphasis on tree.
You gotta be excited about it.
You're telling a person who has never seen this tree to be excited for
Yes.
the tree.
Precisely.
Dearie, I've gone through hell on earth. What do you expect me to say? Tree.
Shit. Can't get Pokemon to save my effing life. You can absolutely roll to seduce Mark. Once he's back, I'll roll for you. Beep.